Everyone has their bad days. Everyone. It's nearly impossible not to have a day where you're just not feeling the best about yourself or you're just not having a good day, and that is absolutely fine. It's okay. And this video is kind of centered around negativity, bad days, days where you just don't feel like yourself and you're just not having the best of days. The more enemies and hatred you have towards people is just going to add up in a negative way. No one wants to have bad days. Everyone wants to feel good about themselves all the time, which, as much as we would like to happen, but there are certainly ways that we could find solutions on how to have better days. So it doesn't mean you have to have the best day ever every single day, because that's just not very likely. And plus, if it were like that, then you really wouldn't have a really best day, because if you had best days every single day, then you would not really know the meaning of having the absolute greatest day, because every day would just be the same. It's just this amazing feeling that I hope everyone can have at one point and just know what it feels like. And it really upsets me when I hear that someone is having trouble finding friends. It just really makes me so upset. And then it makes me feel really grateful for the people I have in my life. But what I do think is important is to find just one person or many people that you can tell everything to. I mean everything to, without having to worry, will she tell so-and-so about me? Will she talk behind my back? You should find one person in your life, whether it be your sister, your brother, your cousin, your relative from Idaho, wherever it may be, your best friend. Try to find one person. It could be one person, many people, but at least one person that you can tell everything and anything to. For me, that person is my best friend, Melise, who I text every day and tell all about my problems to, and she knows everything there is to know about me. She knows more about me than I do about myself, probably. She's a year and a half older than me, and so I kind of look up to her. Not kind of, I do look up to her, and I do try to take example from her. And knowing that she went through the similar problems that I have is just really comforting to me, because it makes everything so much easier to talk to. And she's just always been there for me, no matter what she's in, whether she's about to take the SATs, whatever her case is, she's always there for me, and that's what I really appreciate. And I just hope everyone has that kind of friend where they can talk to about anything and they can do the same for them, and vice versa. So I hope everyone has a Melise in their life, because I know I would probably be breaking down and just not be the person I am today if it wasn't for Melise. So I wanted to thank you, Melise, for that, because I have given you shout outs in my videos, but none like this, and I don't think I've ever told you this. So yeah, so now you can kind of replay this whenever you want to. Find someone that makes you happy, because if you find someone that makes you happy, that's just another step closer to finding what makes you happy, like by yourself, doing things on your own, whether it be reading, writing, doing math or science, playing video games. Find something that makes you happy. What makes me happy is playing soccer, making beauty videos, and reading and writing, because I am a writer, so maybe this is also another reason why I feel so strongly about this, because I read about characters dealing with different situations. So what I'm trying to say is find some downtime to yourself, no matter what you are. For me, my downtime is making these videos and editing, because that is something that calms me. And when you have time for yourself, then you have time for other people and their problems. And then when you're available to other people, they are available to you. And that's really important. And if you're thinking to yourself that's impossible, just remember that Audrey Hepburn once said, "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible." And those of you that don't have a YouTube or make videos or present yourself to the internet the way that I do, you may not understand the kinds of feedback that I get on my videos besides the comments. I sometimes get inbox messages, and I get comments and tweets saying, "Oh my gosh, you are horrible, your videos are terrible, you're a horrible human being," just all these negative. And going back to the beginning of this video, I have days where they're not that great, and I happen to read one of those comments, and I think to myself, if someone else with a very hard situation, difficult situation, worse situation than I have, read this right now, would it push them over the edge? And that just really got me upset and got me angered and really wanted me to make this video, because personally, now I know that I can not let any of those haters affect me in life, and I would make a video about the haters and like everything, but honestly, if I were to do that, then that would just make them even angrier and just give them another reason to hate, saying, oh, she can't really deal with this, so she's making a video, and I'm just gonna comment even more hate. Because that's not the purpose. Like, honestly, you could comment whatever you want. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to take it seriously. I'm just going to think about it as a name on the screen who I've never seen before. They don't even have a profile picture on their name. Honestly, it's just a name on the internet telling me these things. And how is that person able to tell me something about myself when they have never even met me or I've not even had a full conversation with? Honestly. In the beginning, I was having trouble dealing with the hate, and I would talk to Melissa about it, like I said, going back to finding someone that you can tell everything to. She helped me through it, and she told me to ignore them, and at first, it wasn't easy, but then I kind of did. And then I realized that it was absolutely so stupid to even let what they say get to me, because it doesn't get to me. And if I'm not gonna deal with it, then you guys shouldn't have to either. And if you're with negative people in your life and just people that are bringing you down or just not making you feel good about yourself, then you have to separate yourself. You have to. It's very hard. I know, especially if they're the only people that you've known your entire life or even a portion of your life, you have to slowly start separating yourself from them, because if they're bad people, they're going to reflect on you. No matter how much you say, no, I'm my own person, it's not going to happen, it will happen. And by dealing with different types of people, you're just learning so many lessons about life. And as Jennifer Aniston once said, there are no regrets in life, just lessons. It's kind of like a little engine that could. If you keep thinking and trying, and you keep trying and trying, whether it is to raise that grade of a B in math to an A, or trying to get that goal in the sport you're playing, whatever it is, if you think that you can and you say to yourself that you can, you slowly will get better and you slowly will have better days. And once you start to think positively, everything that you do starts to become positive. And if I influenced you to become a better person for yourself and for other people, then that's just going to affect everyone around you. And if everyone becomes positive and just thinks better about themselves and just about the community, imagine what could happen. Just imagine. I think I'm going to end this video now because I think that I said everything that I wanted to. So just know I'm here for you. Try to find someone that you trust that will honestly listen to you, and just try to find your own Melise. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video that was a little bit different than my normal beauty videos. Bye everyone!